Christian von Koenigsegg, the creator of this car, this is going to make people's jaws drop. The fastest I've read is something.
For years, Bugatti looked untouchable. The Bugatti Veyron shocked the entire automotive world. When it crossed speed barriers nobody believed a road car could reach. Then the Chiron arrived and pushed things even further. When Bugatti specially prepared Chiron crossed 304 miles per hour in 2019, headlines exploded across the internet. Videos went viral overnight. Car fans everywhere believed the speed war was finished forever. Bugatti looked unbeatable. The company had money, engineering power, luxury status, and the backing of the massive Volkswagen Group. Nobody expected a small Swedish company to seriously challenge that empire. But far away in Sweden, Christian von Koenigsegg was building something terrifying. Unlike Bugatti, Koenigsegg did not rely on giant factories or worldwide influence. The company relied on pure engineering obsession. Christian von Koenigsegg believed speed should not come from marketing headlines alone. He believed performance had to be proven honestly on real roads and under real conditions. That philosophy slowly turned Koenigsegg into one of the most respected names among hardcore car enthusiasts. Years before Bugatti's 304 miles per hour headline, Koenigsegg's Adroris had already achieved a verified two-way average speed of 277.87 miles per hour on a closed public highway in Nevada. Unlike Bugatti's controversial one-direction run, the Adra RS record followed traditional standards used for real production car verification. To many enthusiasts, Koenigsegg already held the true production car crown. But Christian von Koenigsegg was not finished. His company began developing a machine designed specifically to destroy every existing idea about road car speed. That machine became the Jesko Absolute. Built with extreme aerodynamics, lightweight engineering, and incredible power, the Jesko Absolute was created for one mission only: maximum speed. Koenigsegg claimed the car had the theoretical ability to exceed 330 miles per hour, a number that sounded completely insane for a road-legal vehicle. Suddenly, Bugatti no longer looked invincible. The rivalry became even more dramatic when the Jesko Absolute started delivering unbelievable acceleration records. During testing in Sweden, the car accelerated from 0 to 400 kilometers per hour and back to 0 in only 27.83 seconds, crushing previous benchmarks held by Bugatti and Rimac. Even more shocking, the Jesko reached 400 kilometers per hour in under 19 seconds, proving the car's performance was not just theory. The hypercar world immediately realized something important. Koenigsegg was no longer chasing Bugatti. It was hunting it. Videos comparing the Jesko Absolute against the Bugatti Chiron Supersport spread rapidly online. At lower speeds, Bugatti's all-wheel drive system gave it strong launches, but once speeds climbed higher, the Jesko's lighter weight and superior aerodynamics became dominant. The longer the race continued, the stronger the Koenigsegg looked. Suddenly, the entire automotive world started asking the same question. Had Bugatti finally met its match? What made the rivalry even more exciting was the difference between the two companies themselves. Bugatti represented luxury, heritage, and massive corporate power. Koenigsegg represented innovation, obsession, and fearless engineering. One company carried over a century of history. The other was built by a young Swedish dreamer who refused to accept limits. That clash transformed the speed war into something much bigger than simple numbers. It became a battle for the future of the hypercar world itself. To understand why the Jesko Absolute became such a massive threat to Bugatti, it is important to understand the philosophy behind Koenigsegg itself. Christian von Koenigsegg founded the company in 1994 when he was still very young. Most people considered his dream unrealistic. Sweden was not known for building ultra-fast exotic cars. The company had almost no resources compared to major manufacturers. Christian did not come from a traditional automotive engineering background, and many industry experts believed the project would disappear within a few years. But the company survived through determination, experimentation, and constant innovation. During the early years, Koenigsegg faced endless problems. Money was tight, production was slow. The company nearly collapsed multiple times. In 2003, disaster struck when a devastating fire destroyed the factory. For many businesses, that would have been the end. Yet Christian refused to quit. The company rebuilt itself and continued moving forward. Slowly, people started paying attention to the strange Swedish machines that seemed capable of competing with automotive giants. Then in 2005, the Koenigsegg CCR officially broke the top speed record previously held by the legendary McLaren F1. Suddenly, Koenigsegg was no longer viewed as an ambitious startup. It became a serious threat. Over the following years, the company developed a reputation for engineering solutions that felt almost futuristic. Koenigsegg created lightweight carbon fiber technologies, advanced aerodynamics, and unique transmission systems unlike anything else in the industry. Instead of simply increasing horsepower, the company focused on efficiency, weight reduction, and intelligent design. Christian believed true performance came from combining every part of the car into one perfectly balanced system. This philosophy reached another level with the Adra RS. In 2017, the Adra RS shocked the automotive world by achieving a verified two-way average top speed of 277.87 miles per hour on a closed public road in Nevada. The run was dramatic because it felt raw and real. There were no endless marketing presentations or giant corporate campaigns surrounding it. The car used regular production specifications and standard road tires available to customers. That achievement earned enormous respect from enthusiasts who believed Koenigsegg represented authentic engineering rather than carefully controlled publicity. Yet, Christian was not finished. While the Adra RS was still making headlines, Koenigsegg engineers were already working on something even more extreme. That machine became the Jesko Absolute. Unlike many hypercars designed to balance track performance and road usability, the Jesko Absolute focused heavily on maximum speed and aerodynamic efficiency. The engineering behind the car sounded almost unbelievable. The twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 produced incredible power while remaining surprisingly compact and lightweight. Koenigsegg's famous light speed transmission shifted gears faster than traditional systems, creating nearly uninterrupted acceleration. But the most important part of the car was its aerodynamics. Koenigsegg engineers spent thousands of hours using computational fluid dynamics simulations to reduce drag as much as possible. Every curve, every surface, and every opening was designed to help the car move through air with minimal resistance. The final drag coefficient became astonishingly low for a vehicle capable of such performance. Christian von Koenigsegg even claimed the Jesko Absolute had the theoretical ability to exceed 330 miles per hour under the right conditions. That number sounded almost unreal. Many people believed it was impossible for a road-legal production car. Yet, Koenigsegg had built a reputation for making impossible things real. Unlike companies that announced dramatic numbers without proof, Koenigsegg usually waited until testing confirmed performance claims. That careful approach increased excitement around the Jesko Absolute because enthusiasts believed the company would eventually attempt to prove its capabilities publicly. As Bugatti continued promoting luxury, exclusivity, and heritage, Koenigsegg quietly developed a machine designed to challenge the very foundation of Bugatti's speed legacy. The moment that truly changed the conversation arrived during testing events connected to the Jesko Absolute's performance achievements. For years, Bugatti supporters argued that no competitor could truly match the Chiron's blend of stability, luxury, and insane speed. The Chiron had become more than a car. It represented engineering dominance backed by one of the largest automotive groups in the world. Many believed Koenigsegg simply lacked the resources to compete directly against such a giant. But when the Jesko Absolute began posting incredible acceleration numbers, opinions started changing rapidly. One of the most shocking moments came during Koenigsegg 0-400-0 testing. This challenge measures how quickly a car can accelerate from a standstill to 400 kilometers per hour and then return to a complete stop. It is considered one of the most difficult automotive performance tests because it demands extreme acceleration, stability, braking capability, and aerodynamic efficiency all at once. Previously, Bugatti and Rimac had achieved impressive numbers in this category, helping reinforce their reputations as leaders in high-performance engineering. Then Koenigsegg arrived with the Jesko Absolute and shattered expectations. During testing at a Swedish runway, the car accelerated to 400 kilometers per hour in under 19 seconds before braking back to zero with unbelievable control. The final combined time shocked the automotive world because it was dramatically faster than Bugatti's earlier benchmark. In the world of hypercars, improvements are usually measured in tiny fractions a second. Beating a major rival by multiple full seconds feels enormous. Suddenly, the idea that Bugatti remained untouchable no longer looked convincing. What made the achievement even more impressive was the fact that the Jesko Absolute used specifications extremely close to customer production cars. Aside from safety equipment like a roll cage and seat adjustments for the driver, the car remained largely identical to what buyers would receive. The tires, engine setup, transmission, and aerodynamic package all reflected real production specifications. That detail mattered deeply to enthusiasts who had criticized Bugatti's 300 miles per hour run years earlier. Koenigsegg supporters immediately argued that the Swedish company had proven its performance honestly and transparently. The story spread rapidly across YouTube, automotive websites, and social media. Suddenly, every major car channel began discussing whether Koenigsegg had officially become the new king of speed. Then another major moment pushed the rivalry even further into the spotlight. Drag races and high-speed comparisons involving the Jesko Absolute and Bugatti Chiron Supersport created intense online attention. At lower speeds, the Bugatti's all-wheel drive traction often allowed it to launch harder from a standstill. But as speeds increased, the Jesko Absolute's lighter weight and aerodynamic efficiency became impossible to ignore. The longer the race continued, the stronger the Koenigsegg looked. Videos showing the Jesko pulling away at extreme speeds created millions of views because they challenged years of assumptions about Bugatti's superiority. For many viewers, this was the first time Bugatti looked vulnerable. The narrative around the hypercar industry began shifting dramatically. Instead of viewing Koenigsegg as a brave underdog trying to keep up, many enthusiasts started seeing the Swedish company as the true innovation leader. Christian von Koenigsegg's calm engineering-focused image only strengthened that perception. Unlike brands that relied heavily on luxury branding and exclusivity, Koenigsegg increasingly appeared obsessed with pure performance and technical achievement. Every new Jesko result intensified pressure on Bugatti. The company could no longer rely entirely on past achievements because the competition had evolved rapidly. Meanwhile, Koenigsegg's confidence continued growing. Christian repeatedly suggested the Jesko Absolute had not yet reached its full capability. Enthusiasts immediately began imagining what would happen if the company attempted a genuine 330 miles per hour run. If successful, such an achievement would not only beat Bugatti's famous number, it would completely redefine what people believed road cars were capable of achieving. While Koenigsegg's rise created enormous excitement, another fascinating character entered the story and complicated everything even further. That person was Mate Rimac, the Croatian entrepreneur who transformed himself from a garage inventor into one of the most important figures in the automotive world. Rimac's story feels almost unbelievable because it happened so quickly. As a teenager, he purchased an old BMW E30 and began racing it. When the engine failed, he could not afford a traditional replacement. Instead, he decided to experiment with electric power. Working in a garage with limited resources, he converted the car into an electric performance machine using modified components and self-developed systems. What started as a personal project slowly became something much larger. Rimac's electric BMW eventually set impressive acceleration records and attracted attention from investors. In 2009, Mate founded Rimac Automobili and began developing high-performance electric hypercars. At first, many people doubted the idea. Traditional car enthusiasts often viewed electric vehicles as boring appliances rather than exciting performance machines. But Rimac ignored the criticism and focused entirely on engineering. Over time, the company produced astonishing results. The Rimac never emerged as one of the most powerful and fastest accelerating production cars ever created. With nearly 2,000 horsepower delivered through 4 electric motors, the Nevera demonstrated performance levels that seemed impossible only a few years earlier. The car broke multiple acceleration records and proved electric hypercars could compete directly against traditional combustion engine monsters. Then came the shocking business move that changed Bugatti forever. In 2021, Volkswagen Group transferred majority control of Bugatti into a new joint venture called Bugatti Rimac. Suddenly, the young Croatian entrepreneur who once built electric cars inside a garage became the CEO of the legendary Bugatti brand. The automotive world reacted with surprise because the partnership symbolized a major transition. Bugatti represented the traditional age of combustion-powered engineering excess, while Rimac represented the future of electric performance technology. Many enthusiasts wondered what Bugatti would become under Rimac's leadership. The answer began appearing with the development of the Bugatti Tourbillon. Unlike previous Bugatti models powered by the famous quad-turbo W16 engine, the Tourbillon introduced an entirely different philosophy. The car combined a naturally aspirated V16 engine developed with Cosworth alongside multiple electric motors. The result was an extraordinary hybrid system producing massive power while delivering a more emotional and mechanical driving experience. The Tourbillon showed that Bugatti still possessed incredible engineering ambition. Yet despite its impressive specifications, one question continued following the company everywhere. Would Bugatti attempt to reclaim the speed crown from Koenigsegg? That question became even more uncomfortable after the Jesko Absolute's record performances. Suddenly, Mate Rimac faced pressure from two directions at the same time. As the founder of Rimac, he had already seen the Nevers acceleration records challenged by Koenigsegg. As CEO of Bugatti, he now watched the Jesko Absolute threaten Bugatti's historical position as the king of top speed. The situation created enormous drama because Mate Rimac himself built his reputation on breaking records and pushing technological boundaries. Many enthusiasts believed there was no way he would quietly accept defeat without responding. However, the situation was more complicated than simple competition. Modern Bugatti customers often value luxury, exclusivity, craftsmanship, and status even more than pure performance numbers. Chasing extreme top speed records requires huge investment, significant engineering risk, and dangerous testing conditions. If a public attempt failed, the damage to Bugatti's image could become severe. Previous Bugatti leadership had already suggested the company wanted to move away from endless speed wars and focus more on timeless design and exclusivity. But Koenigsegg's rapid rise changed the equation completely. If Bugatti permanently surrendered the speed conversation, the brand risked losing a core part of its identity. For decades, Bugatti's image depended heavily on creating the fastest and most technically extreme road cars on Earth. Without that reputation, Bugatti risked becoming simply another ultra-luxury automotive brand competing against Rolls-Royce and Bentley instead of occupying its own unique category. That strategic problem placed Mate Rimac in an incredibly difficult position. He needed to protect Bugatti's prestige while also deciding whether entering another dangerous speed war made sense for the company's future. As the rivalry intensified, the hypercar industry itself began changing in dramatic ways. For decades, increasing performance usually meant building larger engines, adding more cylinders, and pushing traditional combustion technology further. But companies like Rimac and Koenigsegg started proving that innovation mattered just as much as raw engine size. Koenigsegg experimented constantly with lightweight engineering, advanced aerodynamics, and intelligent power delivery systems. Rimac pushed electric performance to levels nobody thought possible.